This week's Sedra is Sedra Shemini. This week's Sedra is a fascinating roller coaster of emotion. The Sedra begins with the celebratory inauguration of the Mishkan, the tabernacle. Aharon and his sons were brought to the Mishkan to perform the inauguration ceremony. The celebration quickly turned to tragedy when the following occurred, as we read in the Torah this week. Aharon's sons, Nadav and Avihu, each took his pan, put fire in them, and placed incense upon it. Then they brought a foreign fire before God, which he had not commanded them. Fire went forth from before God and consumed them, and they died before God. Moshe said to Aharon, "This is what God meant when he said, 'I will be sanctified through those near to me, and before all the people I will be glorified.'" The Torah then recorded an outstanding comment, and Aharon was silent. Aharon's silence in the face of his son's death has been a topic of discussion for millennia. Judaism strongly believes in proper and healthy mourning. As the Rambam wrote, we do not relay teachings of Torah, law, or homiletic insights in the home of a mourner. Instead, we sit in grief. He then went on to write that we cry over our lost ones for 3 days and eulogize them for 7 days. If Judaism believes in healthy mourning, why was Aharon silent? The Ramban wrote that Aharon was silent only after he let out a cry for his sons. Although the Ramban doesn't seem to suggest that Aharon did mourn, the Ramban's explanation leaves us with a further question. If Aharon did mourn, albeit with only a cry, why didn't the Torah mention Aharon's mourning? Why did Hashem choose to only record Aharon's silence? Aharon played 2 roles. He was the father of 2 sons he loved, but he was also the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, to the people who loved him. Aharon was looked up to as a peacemaker and a gentle rebuker to those who sinned. The people didn't just see him as a father, but their example is how to properly deal with their relationship with God. Had Aharon sat for days of mourning his son's death, he would have set the example that mourning sinners is a proper reaction. As a father, it would have been understandable, but as the Kohen Gadol, it would have blunted the proper reaction to evil being wiped out. Aharon's sons were divinely executed to teach the people a lesson about unwarranted service of God. Had he mourned, or had God even put an emphasis on his mourning, that lesson would not have been taught. It's a difficult portion, hard to understand, but one that we have to take to heart. Shabbat Shalom.